pleasure to welcome you today to the Jabberwock Inn in beautiful Monterey, California, for the marriage celebration of Manu and Emily Catherine Pellegrini. We join together today as family and friends to support the couple as they take this important step in their partnership and journey towards a lifetime of commitment, friendship, and love. It's my honor to officiate today's event. I was touched when Manu and Emily asked me to conduct the ceremony, and no doubt it is the confidence of the bride and groom and my very prestigious online ministerial degree that makes me minimally qualified to lead such a momentous occasion. This ceremony today is yet another step in our multi-day celebration of Emily and Manu, which we began this past weekend in San Jose with the haldi ceremony and mending at the gorgeous home of Manu's parents, Illa and Sharad. And now this afternoon we've gathered again for a small, intimate marriage ceremony here in Monterey with Emily's parents, Adrian and Kathy, playing hosts. Manu and Emily would like to acknowledge and thank their parents, Sharad, Illa, Adrian, and Kathy, to express their gratitude for the love and support and care they've shared today and every day. They'd also like to acknowledge their siblings, Ruchi, Valerie, and Mary Grace. And though we all miss the presence of Ruchi, Subhash, and Shiv, we know they send their love. And we're grateful to Joe for stepping into baby Shiv's big shoes as the ring bearer and resident dog whisperer. The bride and groom would also like to acknowledge their broader family and friends who couldn't be here today, including Manu's grandmothers, Nani and Dottie, and all their grandparents and elders who have passed and are no longer on this earth, including Sudhir Shankar, Vishwanath Sahai, Binodini Srivastava, Mary Jane Went, Charles Went, Geraldine Pellegrini, Adriana Pellegrini, and Vonda Pellegrini. Today's wedding, no doubt, is a little different than either the bride or groom likely imagined back in January. Through the twists and turns of the COVID pandemic and quarantine, the bride and groom have already demonstrated an adaptability and flexibility that will be important throughout their marriage. Since their first days in Seattle, Emily and Manu have only continued to grow in their attraction and admiration for one another. When I see this couple here today, one of the overriding characteristics that stands out to me is a deep and abiding sense of mutual respect. This mutual respect shines through in ways spoken and unspoken. It's in their actions and the ways they care for each other. It's in the ways they support each other's decision and laud each other's accomplishments. It's in the ways they highlight each other's best qualities and think about their future together, about seeking an adventure and opportunity together, and about building a family together. I asked the bride and groom to reflect a bit about the qualities they admire most in each other, and a key theme was this respect and appreciation for the empathy, care, dependability, and love that they show to each other and the world. Emily described Manu as loving, kind-hearted, and respectful, as someone who treats her well and treats others well, as a truly good person. Manu described Emily as empathetic and caring. He said she always considers the perspective of other people when analyzing behavior, and he said her optimism balances out his pessimism. Emily also appreciates meeting Manu in words with friends, and Manu appreciates the way Emily buys him surprise dark chocolate. When I asked them to think about the future they're making together and their aspirations for this union, both again emphasized themes of partnering together and building a strong, supportive, and equal relationship. Emily looks forward to growing together with a strong partner at her side. She looks forward to starting a family, traveling and exploring, and sharing the good and the bad. Manu too looks forward to pushing each other to be better and grow while always caring for each other's needs and placing each other's personal growth and careers on equal footing. My wish for you both as you start in this marriage is to cherish these goals, keep them top of mind, and return back to them throughout the years ahead. Let this mutual respect be the bedrock of all the great things that are to come. And now, to further reflect, we'll have 2 readings from the audience. First will be Emily's parents, Adrian and Kathy, sharing a poem in both English and Italian. Adrian and Kathy, mom and dad, come on up.
So this is a poem, it's called Rimandi.
Come closer.
Where's the on the arc?
Yeah, just come closer.
Please come back. Rimani, riposati accanto a me, non te ne andare, io ti veglierò, io ti proteggerò. Ti pentirai di tutto fuorché d'essere venuto a me liberamente, fieramente. Ti amo. Non ho nessun pensiero che non sia tuo. Non ho nel sangue nessun desiderio che non sia per te. Lo sai. Non vedo nella mia vita altro compagno, non vedo altra gioia. Rimani, riposati, non temere di nulla. Dormi stanotte sul mio cuore.
Stay, rest beside me. Do not go. I will watch you. I will protect you. You'll regret anything but coming to me freely and proudly. I love you. I do not have any thought that is not yours. I have no desire in the blood that is not for you. You know, I do not see in my life another companion. I see no other joy. Stay. Rest. Do not be afraid of anything. Sleep tonight on my heart. Thank you.
Let us stand next to Manu.
Next.
No. You just
Me?
Yeah.
Manu's father will share a reflection on love and marriage that he's written specifically for this occasion.
So there was a software engineer and a nurse practitioner who chanced to date one evening. They came from different places, but the road ahead together looked exciting and interesting. She is very kind and caring, he soon figured out. Not as tidy as I am, but very particular about spacing her morning alarms, only to actually wake up on the last one.
Oh yeah. Lots of alarms.
He is loving and dependable, she soon figured out too. Very transparent and clear on what he wants. Seems to have inertia, bit at times, except when it comes to eating food quickly. It's always important where you came from, but more important where you go together. The moment about to come is also about to pass. Make each other happy, enjoy the journey in sunshine and rain, share common interests and love for each other in each moment that's about to pass. So congratulations and best wishes from the both of us.
Thank you. All right. Now it's time for you two to share the vows you have written for each other. Manu, do you want to start?
Emily, since we first met, you've helped me with my growth and as a person over the past 2.5 years. In my previous 10 years in Seattle, I took 0 trips to Canada. I started dating you, we went to Canada 3 times in 2 years. I went to my first Kentucky Derby, I went to my first Bourbon Trail, I went to Charleston, to the South really for the first time. I went to my first and last drag show, that was cool as well. I've cooked more in the last 3 years than the first 30 years of my life. You're sweet, caring, empathetic, kind-hearted, disciplined, hardworking, and a role model. I've grown incredibly because of you, and I promise to keep bumping you when we walk down the street casually, to binge watch the occasional reality TV show if you trade it in for a Christopher Nolan or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie, be your designated pusher for leg lift crunches, listen to another passionate recap of the latest Swindled podcast episode or a hilarious podiatry patient episode, correct your clearly broken English pronunciations, everybody knows pronounced Louisville and played, pick up your grande matcha latte with non-fat or coconut milk, QFC, rub your tummy after a nice full meal every time, go swimming with you, push you to grow, and annoy the hell out of you. Promise to do that forever.
Oh, that was so good. That was a really impressive picture. Thank you. Yours were way better. So the part from that. Manu, today, surrounded by our loved ones, I choose you to be my husband.
I am proud to be your soon wife and to join my life with yours. How lucky am I to call you mine? You are so kind, handsome, smart, driven, and understanding. You are pretty easygoing too, except sometimes when the 49ers are playing. You love me and complete me in ways I never knew possible. In your arms and by your side, I feel safe and secure, and that our future is bright. I vow to support you, inspire you, eat dark chocolate Theo bars with you, challenge you to endless Words with Friends games, and love you always. I promise to be your friend and partner every step of the way. For as long as we both shall live, I will be by your side. For better or for worse, for sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, you are the partner I've always wanted. You, my love, are my everything. From Emily.
Manu and Emily, you've said your vows. Now it's time to exchange rings, which serve as an outward public symbol of the commitments you're making. Manu and Emily, please face each other. And Joe, you want to start with Manu or Emily?
I like it. Says yep.
Shiv would have done a better job.
Great. Manu, please repeat after me. Emily, I give you this ring
Emily, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love.
as a symbol of our love.
And now, Emily's ring. Emily, please repeat after me. Manu, I give you this ring
Manu, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love.
as a symbol of our love.
With vows shared and rings exchanged, the bride and groom will now symbolize their union through a unity ceremony. The pouring of the sand today symbolizes the joining of their two separate lives into one.
It might be the scissors.
It's okay.
Manu's a bit conservative with his.
Yeah, Manu, just pour it down.
Manu, pour it down. Yes.
It all came together in one big symbol.
Yes.
It did. Except for the funnel.
Did you do this one before and then separate all the sand out?
No problem.
Did Miss Aubrey teach you this?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Maybe a little blue on top.
Give me a look.
Some of that. Is it old? Oh, it really doesn't look like it, but that's okay. Perfect.
Looks like a nice ice cream cone too.
Stop at that.
Can't stop our love.
It's like a swirl.
Great job. I could probably. You want to keep going?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, fill it. Might as well fill it up.
Yeah, if they all came
You're in way too deep now to stop. Are you forgetting the funnel?
No, he's trying to take
He's
it
trying
out.
to take it out.
Yeah.
Emily looks like she's about to dump it in. Just shake it a little bit and it'll fit.
You're getting monthly advice from us. But, we all want to be doing that. you want to just word it?
Good.
Or they are.
Is this how you're telling us you're having a boy?
Is this a gender reveal? You got Illa going.
I was like, great, I made a boys blanket anyway.
He is the one.
Good save. All right. Ta-da.
Well done.
Hey Grace, get her veil. Grace.
Should I get my payback?
Oh yeah.
All right, and now to make this official. Emily and Manu, where should we do the IDs? All right, starting with Manu. Manu, do you take Emily Catherine Pellegrini as your lawfully wedded wife to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall live? And Emily, do you take Manu as your lawfully wedded husband to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Emily and Manu, by the power vested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the very first time as a married couple, Manu and Emily.
You're walking away, say bye-bye. Good bye-bye.
All right.
You want to file this?